All right, if you're an introvert and you've ever felt, a little insecure or overlooked, this is for you. We're going to talk about building what's called dark confidence. And no, it's not about changing who you are. It's about tapping into the power you already have.
I mean, just think about it. Look at guys like Keanu Reeves, or even a character like Bruce Wayne. They're not the loudest guys in the room, are they? But they have this quiet, powerful confidence that just draws you in. That didn't happen by accident. It's a strength they built because of who they are.
So let's just flip the whole script for a second. What if we stop thinking about introversion as some kind of problem we need to fix? What if it's actually your greatest advantage, a secret weapon that once you learn how to use it can make you incredibly powerful?
And that leads us right to the first and maybe most crucial step. Building this kind of confidence, it all starts with changing the way you think about being an introvert in the first place.
Society gets this so wrong. People see an introvert and they think shy, awkward, or someone who needs to come out of their shell. But that's just a myth. The reality, you're thoughtful, you're introspective, and you're not lacking energy. You're just selective about where you spend it. And trust me, that selectivity is a superpower.
All being an introvert really means is that you recharge your batteries by spending time alone. That's it. Your strength doesn't come from being the center of attention. It comes from your amazing ability to focus, to get stuff done quietly, and to succeed without needing a constant pat on the back.
Okay, so once you start to shift that mindset, the next battle begins. And this one is fought inside your own head. It's all about tackling that self-doubt that puts up these huge mental walls and holds you back.
That little voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not interesting enough or you're not good enough in social situations, it's just a storyteller. And frankly, it's not a very good one. It's telling you fear-based stories that feel real, but they're not the truth. And the best part about stories? They can be rewritten. And here's how you do it. It's a super simple but really powerful two-step process. First, you have to start doubting your doubts. When that negative thought pops up, question it. Ask it for proof. Then, step 2, take one small action. Anything. That tiny step breaks the negative loop and shows your brain that those fear stories were wrong all along. So, when that doubt starts creeping in, you can fight back by asking yourself completely different questions. Instead of, why am I so quiet? Ask, what if my silence is actually a sign of strength? Instead of, why am I not like them? Ask, what if being an introvert is my biggest advantage here? It's a total game changer. All right, now we take that internal change and we start showing it on the outside. Once you start feeling that confidence build up, the next step is to project it, without even having to say a word. And this is all about mastering your body language.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but people are already forming an impression of you before you've even had a chance to say hello. Your posture, the way you walk, it tells a story. And you can make that story one of quiet, powerful confidence just by being intentional.
The first rule here is to learn how to take up space. Now, this doesn't mean being aggressive or obnoxious. It just means being present. Stand with your feet solidly planted. Let your shoulders relax instead of hunching them forward. Keep your head up. Walk like you know where you're going and sit with an open, relaxed posture. These little tweaks send a massive signal of self-assurance. And the second big idea is what we call the intentionality rule. Basically, every move you make should have a purpose. Think about it. A confident person moves with purpose. An insecure person hesitates, fidgets, and looks uncertain. The trick is to cut out all those nervous, hesitant movements and replace them with deliberate, confident action.
And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, this is the most important part. This is where you get that deep, real, unshakable confidence. It's not about faking it till you make it. It's about building it on a solid foundation of actual competence.
Confidence is a lot like riding a bike. You can't just read a book about it and then magically know how to do it. You have to get on, probably fall a few times, and practice until it becomes second nature. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you build through practice and getting good at something.
And this right here is where being an introvert is a massive advantage. That ability you have to focus, to go deep on a subject, that's your superpower. So pick something, your job, a skill, a hobby you're passionate about, and use that focus to become an expert. Become the person people go to. Real confidence comes from knowing, without a doubt, that you are good at what you do.
A perfect example is someone like Elon Musk. He's not the smoothest public speaker, right? He can be pretty awkward. But does it matter? No, because when he starts talking about rockets or electric cars, everyone in the room leans in and listens. Why? Because his confidence is built on a mountain of competence. He knows his stuff, inside and out.
But here's the final key. Don't just learn things. Apply that knowledge. Go create something. Build a website, start a project, write something. When you actually build or create, you prove to yourself, in the most real way possible, that you have what it takes.
So at the end of the day, your introversion isn't a bug, it's a feature. It's the engine for your focus, and your focus is your greatest tool for building real, lasting confidence. The only question left is, what are you going to choose to master?